Hello student, welcome to my class of computer science for class 11th. In this video student, we are going to understand part 2 of tuple. In that, number of the basic operation are there along with slicing. So let's begin with the theoretical part first. As you can see, basic operation of tuples are as follow. Tuples respond the plus and the star operator must be like as a string. It means to say repetition and concatenation. That means concatenation and repetition operator we will consider as a plus and star. So except that result, there are new tuple is not a definitely a string. So it will be definitely again a new result will be again a tuple. So here some example is going to show here. So first one, here we are going to just count the length of 1 2 3, which is itself again a tuple, because first round bracket will show the length function parenthesis and second round bracket shows the tuple particular data type contents or tuple variable. Now result will be 3 and length will be definitely description as a length. So we will do that practically student. So to do that student practically, we have to open our Python ideally, and then I will just open our file, new file, or I can create a new file. So here simple I will say that a program for tuple operation, or we can say that basic operation. Okay, so now suppose that we have considered a tuple that is tup1, we can say that within round bracket we can create any one of the method particular tuple. So I'm using round bracket only. So 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma suppose that Ajay, then comma Mohan. Okay, so here I have created tuple. If I am going to just count the length, so I will simply say print len. Within that I will type here tup1 round bracket close. So I want to do one thing student, I want to make sure this heading will be also considered as a print part in output form. So I will paste it here. Okay, so it will look like better, then that's why I'm going to show you like this. So now interpret it. Now you can see tuple1 I have already created, so tuple2 where file name I will create here. So you can see a program for tuple basic of operation, that is 5. So again I will to show you simply print that is tup1. Okay, or I can say that tup1 equals to that is tup1, and at last I will say length of tuple 1 is, so here you can see separated by comma. Now you can say the length of tuple is 5 and contents are and elements are 1 2 3, that is Ajay, Mohan, like this. So I will do changes here. Mohan. Okay, so now you can see the output here. Element are 1 comma 2 comma 3 and 4. So that's why here length is 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So certain we have learned how to just count the length of a particular tuple. In the place of that, if I'll just count a particular code, suppose that here print length enormous word thing tuple is. So here I am going to give you this way. So here len, within that I will pass here another round bracket, suppose net comma 3 comma 4 comma, these are my particular tuple. So let's see what will the output for this. You can see 8 length of the particular element. Okay, so you can see 1 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many elements are there? 8 elements. So 8 length will be of that particular tuple. Now we are going to understand the next one, functionality, concatenation. This description, concatenation. So it will again result the tuple. So here are 2 tuples are there, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. If we will add together, so it means to say concatenate together, it will be form a single tuple again. So let's do it practically. So what I'm going to do, student, I will just comment it because I don't want to make this one a part of program temporarily now. So what I'm going to do, student, here I'm going to just create a tuple 2 whose value, suppose that again 1.1, 2.2 and 3.3. So suppose that if I'll say tup3 will be what? tup1 plus tup2. So now we are printing what is the tup3. Okay, tup3 equals to again tup3, and if I'm going to just type check the type of that. So let's see in the type tup3. So what will the answer? As you know, the answer will be definitely again tuple, because if you are going to assign any kind of value, whatever the kind of value or literal itself, the data type will turn into type of that. So you can see tuple 3, 1, 2, 3, Ajay, Mohan, 1.1, 2.2, 3.3. This is whole as a tuple, a single tuple. And you can see that if I'm going to check the type of tup3, again this is type of tuple. Now we are going to understand repetition. So repetition, you can see in the place of plus you will use here a comma. Okay, I'm to say star along with comma. You can see this is comma. Okay, high then comma. So otherwise it will consider as a string. Suppose that I will show you, here is a high. Okay, and then I will print then 3, or I will say that a variable here s equals to this one thing. So if I'll just print s, so this will print 3 times, and then I will check the type of s, definitely string this time. Okay, why? You can see here I do not use comma. Okay, whereas if I'll play the pay the empty round bracket, after that what thing, comma. So what will the output? So I will comment this one code also, because I don't want to take the part of this particular command as my programming. So here what we'll say, here I have a tuple, or we can say that print. Okay, in that print we can see that repetition. Okay, so here if I have a particular value that is high, okay, and then comma, and then after that I have multiplied by, suppose that 4 or 5, whatever. So let's see what will the output. So here you can see that high comes multiple time, but in the form of tuple. So to check whether it is tuple or not, I will do one thing, student. I will just copy this code or cut this code, and I will place into s. So here suppose that s I will print. Okay, then I can say print, then after that I will say to user type of what thing, s. Now here type of s will be check. We will check again. So that means to say it will again tuple, because whatever the result, it will be tuple. You can see the type of s is tuple. So here, student, one important thing, whenever you are using repetition, I'm to say multiply operator or repetition operator, you need to make sure comma should be important, otherwise it will consider as a what thing, simple string. If you are using round bracket, no need to worry about that. Now membership operator. Membership operator will tell you whether the element that you are going to search is in that list, I'm say tuple, or not. If it is, then it will show you true, otherwise it will show you false. So we are doing the same. So I will just comment it, because I don't want to make this particular code in this part of code. So here if I'm going to check simply print within this, I will say suppose that 3 in tuple tup1. So what will the output? Let's see. So same thing, I will type tup, I'm say 3 in tup1. So let's see whether answer is true or false. So here you can see that the answer is true. In the place of that, I can use this one code also, student, because I have used here what thing, a particular whole tuple that is already created. So I can create here a particular tuple also. Okay, here like 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so now I see both will consider as true. If I'll say here this one part, suppose that here is not there. Okay, so now this condition you can see this second will be false. 3 in tuple 1 is false. So message is not should be tuple 1. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just show you this one part only. If I have used this one, so what I will do, double quote, then alternative it will be, okay, so I will use this one again, okay, because I have already created in manually. So I will copy it and then I will paste it here. So now you can see the output looks like this. So 3 in this false. Okay, so same way, if I'm going to search here, suppose that 9 only. Okay, so I will show here message 9 or this one thing 9 in tuple 1. So both will be this condition false. You can see that 9 in tuple 1 false, because we already know what is a tuple 1 elements are there, and 3 in this one tuple false. So this will tell you whether the element that you are going to search for in the tuple or not, simple by in I'm going to say membership operator. Now we are going to understand iteration. Iteration means it is a type of traversal of tuple elements one by one. So here example is shown here. For x in 1 comma 2 comma 3, then print x. So in the place of the particular declared temporary declared tuple, we can place here whole tuple also. So here what we are going to do, student, we are going to just create a new particular code for that. Okay, so first of all we will apply this particular code to our already existing tuple. So here what I will say, for I in my tuple name is tup1, and then I will say simply print I. So student, what is going on here, let's consider here. So here tuple is a element, list of element that is separated by comma and closes by round brackets. Every element in every traversal will transfer the element temporarily to I variable, and I variable we are printing here. Okay, and here let's see. Now you can see if I'm running it, all elements are printed here. So simply 1 2 3 Ajay Mohan. So you can see element of the tuple 1 is only 1 2 3 Ajay Mohan. After that I have made the comment. Okay, if I want to print it in a singular line, I will place here comma in the Python 2.7, not Python 3. Whatever, there was different code for that. So now you can see whole value will in a single line. Okay, so student, we have learned how to iterate that. Okay, this is method 1, and if I'll talk about method 2, so method 2 is if I'll create other temporary tuple here. So temporary tuple like suppose that 9 comma 0 comma 4 comma 1 comma 100, whatever the value that you require. Okay, here are values, some values. So let's see what will the output. Just I'm going to interpret it. I'm going to run it. You can see that 9 0 4 1 100 Kajal. So these are my elements in a particular tuple. So student, we have learned the basic operation of the tuple, in which we have covered today. We can count the length, we can coordinate, repetition, membership, and iteration. Now we are talking about indexing and slicing of matrix. As the string, in a string we have learned how to slice that. So simply we are slicing in this particular video. So what we are going to do, student, we are going to take the example here. Here is L as a tuple whose value elements are spam, spam, spam. Here is first letter is all small case, second is first one small capital and other small case, and last one is capital with exclamatory sign. So here what we are going to do, student, so for this one thing I will do one thing, student, I will make sure comment it. Okay, and then I will come here as a part of code. I don't want to use this one code, so let it be as a comment only, or I will delete it whole. So what we are going to do, student, actually we are going to do with that, suppose that here is a L is a my list, I mean a tuple, because L indicate for list, that's why it is confusing. So I can say that TL. Okay, so here is spam first, and then I think second one thing is sentence case SPAM. Okay, and third one thing as a whole capital case SPAM with exclamatory sign. So as per according to the condition that is given in the study material, first of all we are trying to just access the L of 2, L minus 2, L1 of empty. Okay, so let's see how to just access it. Print, within that we can say that TL of 2. So in this condition, what is the output? Simply we can see, student, TLF2 supports this particular, okay, spam. So TLF2, that means is 0, 1, 2, capital spam will print here. Okay, so you can see SPAM in capital format. Okay, next condition you can see -2. So according to the negative indexing, as I already told you, I'm teach you in list and string also, it will reverse from backward side. So spam will be -1, this one will be -2. So we will do the same. So here print TL -2. Okay, then we can say that TL here -2. So let's see what is the output. Definitely sentence case spam. Why? Because -1 will be capital, -2 will be sentence case. And now third one case we are just going to understand, L1 colon empty. Okay, this is similar as a particular our indexing slice, MC list slicing and string slicing also. So you will do the more practice by watching that video. So here simply 1 and colon, and then after that this. So here we are doing the same, TL 1 colon then empty. Okay, so let's see what is the output. Yes, after first indexing value, I am to say before printing the 0th index element, first indexing value will print, second also, I would say whole. So student, in this video, student, we have learned how to access the number of the basic operation like concatenation, repetition, multiplication, okay, and iteration, membership operator, and indexing along with the matrix also. I hope, student, you have learned that. Till then, student, thank you and have a nice day.